Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what messages, divine messages, guidance, news you can use. All right. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are feeling loved and cared for. Hope you're enjoying your journey towards being more yourself. So this is a general reading. I'm tuning into general energies. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energies, there is a description box below and a link right at the top. Schedule your appointment here. Click on that link, and that'll take you to a page with a lot of different options: psychic reading, tarot reading, deprogramming, coaching, if you want to learn how to do this, or some other skill that you have, maybe mediumship, psychic abilities, clairvoyance, healing, whatever arises and you feel drawn to my services. I would love to meet you there. It's been an honor to meet so many of you in that space, and sending a hello out to all of those who met with me one-on-one. Thank you so much. So, all right, let's get to your daily reading. All right. In the past, we've got the World. Ending a cycle. Ooh, this feels like a cycle with a lot of kind of mini cycles within. I mean, it's a lot. Feels like an ending to maybe some issues that you've been working through most of your life. And it looks like whatever was keeping you stuck, whatever wasn't for your highest and greatest good, it's like you're just moving, like, I'm out of here, see ya, to this energy. It might be a group, it might be people, it might be just a type of energy that people are running. And so you might have noticed, like, I said goodbye to this person, a new person popped up, and I'm like, wait a minute, they have some of these same characteristics. So what's happening is a realization that it's not necessarily the person or the group or the entity, but it's the energy. It's the patterns that are repetitive until you can acknowledge them and see them and choose something else. So that's what it looks like. For some of you, if don't beat yourself up. There are layers to understanding of what's happened, and the layers of this understanding as time unfolds and as you heal, you begin to see a broader and broader perspective, more and more acceptance. You can understand the story and what happened, and just making these colors up, but the frequency of red, I understand that. And then I understand it at orange. I understand it at yellow. I understand it at green. I'm not saying that's the direction or the colors associated, but I think you get what I mean. When you're on a different frequency, when your vibration raises, when your frequency raises, then you have a very different perspective, just like you would in the 3D. If you're down in the valley, you're in it. everything is around you, and you're kind of consumed by the valley. And as you move out and up, then you're able to see where you were in a different way. It doesn't mean that how you were feeling and how you were experiencing the valley is wrong. It means that from that vantage point, that was your experience, and now this. So it's not saying that you might have been perceiving things incorrectly or limited. Like, give yourself a break. In the past, you were seeing things from a limited point of view. Like in the jungle, in the valley, there's mountains around you, and versus climbing the mountain and seeing. There's not a judgment. Being in the valley is not better or worse than being on the mountaintop. I think it's exploration. If we give ourselves some freedom to be in these different states of being, allow ourselves to move through them without judgment, so we can, and without judging ourselves, and hopefully extend a lack of judgment, or not being judgy wudgy was a bear and judging everybody else. I think that comes from a practice of judging ourselves really harshly. I've seen people, it seems like it's been my experience that people who are really hard on themselves are really hard on those around them as well. So, all right, you're in your present energy today, right now, whenever you have been drawn to watch this video, this reading, you're in the energy of the Ace of Cups. Feels like that today there's this real heart opening, an opportunity to open your heart. It's interesting. I'm getting this message, that the questions to ask you. When you open your heart and you feel those loving feelings, what do you do with that energy? Where do you focus it? Are you always focusing your energy out to someone else? And what energy are you focusing it out to someone else? Is it like, love me? Or is it given freely? Or is it given with a hook? Like, or a bargain? From what picture are you sharing love? From what picture are you sharing love with yourself? Are you remembering to, when you cultivate and when you are experiencing that beautiful energy of loving feeling, loving your life, loving your body, loving your experience, do you remember to give to yourself? I love you, body. Thank you for constantly rejuvenating and constantly seeking balance. There's so much that I've ignored and I don't have to think about, and my body allows me to move through my day pretty thoughtless, able to move things, walk. I don't think about walking. I just get up and go. This body is with me. It's cooperative. I'm so grateful. I'm sending this loving energy to my body. I love the earth. Ooh, so do a lot of you are kind of nature buffs. Some of you have a connection with plants, trees, waters, the ground and earth itself, animals. Some of you have a real shaman-like energy. I would describe it as that. Some of you, there's a couple, a little more like a witchy energy. Well, there's a bunch of you who are experiencing kind of opening, waking up. Some of you have had some really fast openings, fast awakenings. So yeah, it looks like you're following your intuition and your guidance, and it looks really beautiful. So what's interesting is, so what I'm seeing is that here you have access and present energy to this abundance of a well, opportunity of love, a heart opening. And it looks like you're very clear about, you're not confused about where you want to direct it. What I was just talking about, you're getting very clear. It's like your head and your heart are working together. So when your heart opens, your head's not like, well, I just don't know, and I did. And it's not working from fear or insecure pictures, or at least that's what you're working towards, it looks like, is head and heart working together in sync. In sync. Bye, bye, bye. Little JT. Yeah, it looks like you are letting go of a lot of inner critic type of energy, intrusive thoughts that you might have entertained, and oh, what if, oh my gosh, and get your body in a tizzy, just kind of pull your whole energy towards the worst possible case scenario. I feel like the habit started two reasons. One, from trauma, being used to being in an environment growing up that's up and downs, like some real explosive energies and emotions, and then nothing, which is almost worse, waiting for the next explosive energy. And so if you have this inner critic, it feels like some of you brought this inner critic in to keep you at constant vigilance, because this was really uncomfortable with your energy. And so if you just stayed at this fight or flight type of space, then you're prepared for when the poop hit the fan, and it feels like the poop hit the fan randomly, unexpected. Let's see, the other version, the other reason why this critic would come in, it looks like a way to explore fear, to kind of avoid boredom and create kind of just entertain yourself and follow the fear. Also, I'm also getting some of you did this to prepare, like what if, like literally, so I can prepare for what happens. So, all right, whatever that is, it looks like you're releasing that, like, I don't need that anymore. That doesn't bring me peace. I explored that, and now I'm no longer interested in that type of energy. And you're really healing. You're finding a lot of balance. What I really love about this, and what I'm just so grateful that I'm reading your energies, because this is really beautiful. It's this decision to, like a conscious decision of what you want to do when loving energy comes in and you have access to it. it looks like you're very clear that I'm not going to use this energy. I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to be very discerning about who I share this with. And I'm not going to give it away to just anybody or any energy. I want to use it for healing and bringing balance. This to me feels like not only are you healing yourself, but there is quite a big percentage of who's watching who feels a calling to use that love, tapping into that love energy and bring a healing, feels like feminine energy to create spaces, like holding spaces for transformation for others. Some of you might perceive yourself as star seeds, where there's a lot of, so star seeds have come up. Shaman, witchy energy. Some of you are really tuning into your cosmic energy. It looks like you've been aware of earth energy, but you're turning on your cosmic energy. You're starting to pull in light from, you might be doing it somewhat unconsciously, but it looks like it's some psychic stuff. So some of you might be really experiencing clairvoyant, like an eye opening, third eye opening is what I'm talking about. Not like, yeah, she said my eye was opening. So this is really beautiful. A call to service. I have the same call to be of service. A bodhisattva vow years ago, and I feel the most fulfilled and satisfied and the most myself when I am a vessel for transformation. So that's my gift of service. So wondering what yours is, if you want to share that below. It feels so good. Like I could hang out in this energy all day. I think that's because you are, a lot of you are you're just holding space, such a beautiful space for your own transformation and for others. And even if you're not out there actively doing, or you feel like I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing readings, I'm not doing, you, by transforming your own energy, it has a ripple effect, not only in the 3D world, but I'm seeing it just like a ripple in the pond, just like bing, and the just tiny little drop, and you can see the ripples, the rings in a pond go out, and they might hit the edge and they come back in. That's the effect that you're having across dimensions, not just in your world. All right. Message from your higher self. Strength card in reverse. Yes. So this is like an inner strength that we're talking about. It feels like it might be, it's around sexual energy, desire, the sacral's like, hello. So have you been in a very desirous mode? In the northern hemisphere, we're in springtime, and that might be kind of amplifying that sexual energy. I mean, this is definitely some brown chicken, brown cow type of energy. What's brown chicken, brown cow energy? Brown chicken, brown cow. So what I'm getting is like, it feels like the message I'm receiving from your higher self is just watch, just notice that desire. It's like, does this desire make me feel really good, like it can be met, or am I stuck in a yearning mode? I've met some people who are stuck in yearning. They're really in the energy of I'm alone, I'm separated, I don't have my needs. And what's interesting is all around this person, I could see people like, hey, right here, y'all. And they're like, so they're not seeing opportunities. There's that yearning. That's more like yearning for love, yearning for connection. This is definitely more sexual. Oh, yeah. Fiery. I feel like if you were a flower, you're really wanting someone to pollinate you. Some earth porn this morning. Earth porn humor. There's something about not, you have this desire, a sexual desire, but it doesn't feel safe to express it where you are currently, whether you're in a connection or you're not. That's what I'm reading, is like, I don't feel like this would be safe. I feel like you have a new set of guidelines, rules, ways of perceiving that intimacy and that intimate space. Maybe since I'm tuning into, you release toxic patterns and people with that toxic patterns, and it's created this beautiful space where you're bringing in this loving energy, this feminine loving energy, transformative. And it feels so you've cleared that space and created that space for love, and it looks like, and sex connections in the most intimate way. Some of you are opening up to sacred sexual interests, how to create through the sacred sexual union. So it looks like you're wanting more consciousness, more communication, more reciprocity, more freedom to express without the confines, without, I feel like you're wanting to be in your body and feeling and experiencing without some veneer of how it's supposed to look. So I'm getting a lot of like porn type of, or like images from society of how you have to look or how that behavior is supposed to look like, or something about getting away to embodying and creating a spiritual connection in that space. So it feels like it does feel like that goddess energy, like Aphrodite, Venus, love, and the physical expression of it, and the way that can bring forth new life, literally creating a new being through that act, and creating a new way of being. Very healing. Wow. So curious if any of you are experiencing this, like a sexual awakening. Some of you might be also, so as you're opening up, it's not just the third eye chakra, it's sacral's coming on, the sacral chakra is coming online. Creative forces, creative powers, and it looks like you're wanting to create more consciously, and from that head and heart space balance. That's what that's about. You're wanting to create from a balanced space, and you're in your feminine energy, and it feels like you're just attracting all those bees to your flower. Like you're not going out with your masculine energy to find someone. It feels like you're using your feminine energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, and or male or female or non-binary. It's divine feminine energy that this reading's about. All right. Whew. Whew, this feels good. I wonder if any of you guys are noticing, like, are able to tune into this energy. Don't forget to hit that like button if this has been resonating with you. That would be such a wonderful energetic exchange here. And also subscribe if you haven't already. That I really want to grow this channel, and that would be a wonderful reciprocity here if you want to reciprocate. All right, your challenge is the Page of Swords. Seeing things from a new perspective. Ooh, learning a different way of perception. She's got that book. She's learning it. She's slowing down because she's new. It's a new way of being, a new way of seeing things. And all those light bulbs over her head, epiphanies, new ideas. This new way of seeing is helping her move forward. Wow. You guys, this is really amazing. And I'm saying your energies, getting to read this is just, wow. Okay, so you have new ideas. The challenge is to allow these new ideas to come in and allow, getting used to how does that change my behavior? How does that change the way I move forward? How does this change my perspective of partnership? The Four of Wands. The challenge is do I have a set picture of what a connection, a partnership looks like? I'm definitely going to go with romantic partnerships here, is the sacred sexual. So do I have, like, it's gotta be this. Is that truly coming from your desires and what you want? Is that definition big enough for you? Do you feel comfortable in it? Is it expansive? Can you grow in it? Or are you wanting new ways of connection that aren't traditional, or taking a little bit of tradition, a little bit, whatever that mix? It's like an invitation from the universe to redefine what a loving connection is for you. And only you can decide what that is. Is it I'm seeing polyamory. Is it being single and just wanting flings? Maybe that's where you are. Is it, what is it that you're wanting to create with that space, in that sacred sexual space? What do you want to create within a divine partnership? So, all right, well, I got real quiet. So I guess that's the end of your reading. So beautiful. I can't wait to read the comments around this and see if this is resonating with you. Again, I'd appreciate hitting that like button so I can grow this channel. If you like these messages and they resonate with you, consider sharing them maybe with someone else who might be open and looking for answers and guidance. And don't forget to subscribe so you get the daily psychic tarot readings in your feed every day. So take care. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Bye.